What's up guys, my name is Rev and welcome to the channel. Today I got some Black Ops 4 multiplayer gameplay for you, and more specifically some Spitfire gameplay with the WIldfire operator mod equipped. Now before we get started, let's be real here for a second. SMGs in Black Ops 4 are currently underpowered and are overshadowed by many of the other weapons in the game, especially ARs. There are many scenarios in which I had gotten the jump on an opponent with an SMG and had already been firing on them, only to die to them quickly firing on me with an ICR or some other assault rifle at close range. This isn't how it's supposed to work. SMGs are supposed to be king when it comes to in-your-face gunfights. Now, this doesn't mean that there isn't any fun to be had here. I mean, who doesn't love a challenge, right? So, with that out of the way, let's move on. The Spitfire is one of 5 submachine guns available in Black Ops 4 and offers the highest fire rate among them. The caveat here being the weapon's high recoil as a result. The WIldfire operator mod is an attachment for the Spitfire that's unlocked once the weapon has been leveled up to max. This attachment greatly, and I mean ridiculously, increases the fire rate of this weapon to absurd levels. Just imagine a rapid fire attachment but on steroids. WIldfire is like having rapid fire 1 and rapid fire 2 equipped if rapid fire 2 existed. Now let me tell you about the recoil. Trying to control this thing is like holding a rattlesnake and trying to get it to bite the person in front of you. You're gonna get bit and die. But, and I say but, if you're a real man, you take that stupid snake and you squeeze that damn thing as hard as you can and hold it tight. And you whisper in its ear, "Hey, I love you, please don't hurt me." In all seriousness, this thing is an absolute beast, and if you're not able to control the recoil, you will die. But if you can, you will melt whoever stands in your way. Some of the time, at least. Because remember, SMGs are still underpowered, let's not forget that. Like, with all weapons, there's usually a learning curve, and with the WIldfire, there's no exception. It took me a while to find a playstyle that worked well with the WIldfire setup, because plain old running and gunning wasn't doing it for me like it was with most SMGs. Regardless of if I was aiming down sights or hip firing, the insane recoil made the gun almost uncontrollable in split-second twitch encounters. As a result, I slowed my pace down a little in an attempt to anticipate enemy movements easier and let them come to me. I definitely saw more success doing this, but the recoil was still too out of control to maintain perfect aim. So I lowered my controller's sensitivity, and this changed everything. Now, I typically play on a sensitivity of 9, but I gradually lowered it until I hit the right spot, and for me, it was a sensitivity of 5. This made a much more manageable situation, and the recoil of the WIldfire was reduced, or seemed to be reduced. Now no, lowering the controller's sensitivity does not reduce recoil, it just changes how fast or slow your camera moves when you move the analog sticks. I know that this is a noob fact, but I had to say it for the noobs watching this video. Last thing I want is a bunch of noobs in the comments saying they're getting murked because the sensitivity hack doesn't work. Noob facts out of the way, I also decided to try burst fire when aiming down sights, and this was game changing. I know, it's really tempting to want to hold that trigger and unload a wrath and fury of WIldfire on your enemy, but you have to control the chaos. This works here because the rate of the fire of the weapon is so high that you're not just bursting 1 or 2 bullets, you're bursting 4 or 5 bullets at a time, completely shredding the opponent. So, while the WIldfire is pretty uncontrollable, a slightly slower pace, lower sensitivity, and a burst fire combined turn the Spitfire with the WIldfire operator mod for me into a tactical WIldfire burst submachine gun that was pretty much unstoppable. In the gameplay in the background, like with any close range weapon, you'll see me mostly making my way around the map for the flank or holding down tight spaces, anticipating those close engagements. You'll see me aiming down sights constantly, especially around corners. You'll see some of what I'm talking about here with SMGs being underpowered, and how wild the recoil is on this weapon. And finally, you'll see some of my progression in the playstyle. Figuring out how to play this particular setup was frustrating, challenging, rewarding, and most of all fun. That's why I play Call of Duty. Anyway, let me show you guys what I got for my class setup. So for the primary weapon, obviously the Spitfire submachine gun. I personally prefer optics on this particular weapon, so I'm going to go with the reflex sight because I like to frame the target. For the first attachment, I'm running extended mags for the extra ammo because ammo empties quickly with this class. For the second attachment, I'm picking the fast mags for that quick reload because we're going to be burning through those clips like there's no tomorrow. And for the final attachment, we'll need to activate the primary operator mod wildcard for the WIldfire attachment. That's it for the Spitfire setup, and I'm going to pass over the secondary. For the gear, I'm going to be running acoustic sensor to help anticipate enemy movement and get a leg up on them. And finally for the perks, I'm going with engineer so I can avoid those streaks and equipment, and then dead silence to counter enemy acoustic sensors. So that is my class setup that I'm using, and the one you're seeing in the gameplay in the background. Of course, some of this is preference, and it works for me, but maybe something else will work for you. The same would go for what specialists you use, but I personally prefer to use Crash with this class setup because he offers longevity with his ammo packs, and believe me, you're going to be using a lot of ammo with the WIldfire. Oh, and I guess a little extra health every now and then is nice too. With that out of the way, the Spitfire WIldfire combo is pretty dangerous for both you and your opponent. But if you're able to tame the beast, you'll be the king of the jungle. So without further ado, here is a full gameplay of me using this class and shredding these fools in this lobby. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see y'all next time.
Team deathmatch. MTC is live. Go, go, go. We're winning this.
Stay down, mate. Resup's good to go. Kill.
We've pulled ahead.
Where's more where that came from?
Shut up.
UAV standing by.
Quickly return. Sensors are capturing objective. Electronic countermeasures active. UAV mission timeline. CUAV energy reserves at 50%.
This one hurt a bit.
CUAV has left mission area.
Prophet KIA. They're dead. Assault pack's down. Come get it.
Strike team standing by.
PACOM, get that hellstorm in the air.
Continuing on mission.
Everyone get what they need?
100 good.
Ruin eliminated. Ruin eliminated. Prophet KIA.
We're almost there. Close this out. Shut them down.
Triage system
Strike
engaged.
team exiting mission area.
Is available.
Ready to drop an assault pack. Task UAV above my location.
Killed him.
UAV is
Bagged him.
I see UAV established overhead. UAV energy levels 50% depleted.
Ruin a limit.
Fuel check complete.
Your CUAV has departed the AO.
AO pacified. Government forces take the win.